So there you have it. Julen Lopetegui, the new Wolves manager. And it's important to remember where all this comes from, because the insistence of Wolves has been admirable and something that has counted. Because Lopetegui had an offer from another Premier League club, and it's not, these two are not the only ones that have actually approached him in recent times. When just before he chose to become the Spain national manager, after the 10-day negotiation with Wolves, with the new owners, and being in the Championship, Lopetegui had said yes to it. But of course, when the national side came, he said, I need to take this, which of course Wolves accepted. Along the way, the contacts continued with his agent, Carlos Bucero, who's close to Giorgio Mendes, who of course has got a big link with Wolves. So he improved with everything that happened to him, with what happened with the national side, what happened with Real Madrid. Let me say, in that period, there was quite clearly the wrong choice for Real Madrid, for a Real Madrid whose chairman is Florentino Perez, because it would have been the right choice for a chairman or a leader that actually considered what Lopetegui is bringing into the table as a good step. And what he's bringing on the table is what we've seen with the best Sevilla: modern football. Football that is physical, but has to do also with tactics, possession, with dominating the games, with attacking. A lot of things that when he worked well at Sevilla, it was wonderful to see. For me, I've always said Sevilla was in the good period of Sevilla. Forget the last few months. Before that, the most Premier League club in Spain, and that had a consequence that in Europe that succeeded as well. Is the high tempo, is the diversification of the tactics, is the good use of the collective answers for teams that weren't individually the best, but Lopetegui made the players better and the team compact, difficult to beat, and always with the possibility of winning. So all that eventually became an Europa League for Sevilla, and the confirmation that what we all knew, that Lopetegui can maximize the potential of a side, is one of the top managers around. So when the Sevilla situation started becoming obvious, which was, in my eyes, the end of a cycle that had to do not so much with what it was proposed from the bench, but the fact that the team was not recycled, and with no renovation really of the squad in the line that Lopetegui would have liked. So more physicality, pace, the ability to maintain high tempo and with and without the ball. All of that was not allowed with the squad that Sevilla had at the end. And I think things start and things finish. So between a club that wasn't investing properly, with players having lost Koundé and Diego Carlos, for instance, at the back, and basically, a manager that had squeezed a lot of a side that was not properly recycled, all that meant that he had to be an end. But did you see what happened when he left? And this is very uncommon, and people criticized Monchi, the director of football, for being the main executor of this. He, in the last game of Lopetegui at Sevilla, he wanted to go into the changing room, didn't want to know anything. Everybody knew he was leaving, that Sampaoli was coming in. But Monchi asked him to come into the bench, into the pitch. And the whole stands, all the fans who in recent times have asked for his head, for Lopetegui's head, actually they clapped and gave him a huge homage. He had taken Sevilla in 3 consecutive years into the Champions League, something that hadn't happened before. I felt that he was tired, mentally and physically tired. He has to give a lot of energy, him and the coaching staff, and that something new was needed for him as well. So he took time off, a little bit of time off, as you know, because I explained it on 5 Live, BBC 5 Live. His dad actually wasn't in a great place, and he wanted to be close to him. It's something that took priority, and even Wolves insisted they also said, when Lopetegui said no sorry, he said we'll wait for you, and things have developed, not for the better, but are developing, which means that Lopetegui, number one, has rested. Number two, is given time to his dad, and as there's not much that can be done, he finds himself in a place where he's ready to work again, and full of energy, with a how do you say, with a spark in his eye, and ready for what's coming. The same with the coaching staff. Some of them stayed in Sevilla. Why not, of course? And now they feel ready for the next thing. And this is going to be one of the hardest things in football, to change a dynamic, a negative dynamic. But he has seen the potential of the side. He knows that they're going to get better. And I am looking forward to see what's happening in that area of England between Aston Villa and Wolves, and Birmingham City as well, and West Brom, and that's 3 out of those 4 teams managed by a Spanish guy. So I think I'll be in that part of the world often, because I do believe that in Unai Emery and Carlos Corberán and Julen Lopetegui, you've got masters of the process, people that want things to improve step by step, have got the eye to do so, have done it before, experience in improving sides, with, in some cases like Corberán, not with the biggest of budgets. In the case of Unai Emery, he's been right at the top of the elite and knows what that looks like. Exactly the same with Julen Lopetegui, winners, the 3 of them. And yes, I'm looking forward to all of it. So congratulations, Wolves fans, because this is a great choice, and I hope to see you all soon. I am, as I say, looking forward to see the development of all those sides, really, under those 3 top managers.